Hello. I'd like to read something to you. This is called Immigrants' Impact on the United States of America. We are in an economic crisis in the U.S. The American worker is having trouble finding a job, and now we have to contend with an influx of immigrants from other countries. How does this impact our culture? The effects are probably diverse, as is normally the result of any action. It is like the pebble in the pool with the resulting undulations of little waves. The PhD trying to get the teaching job at the local university is in competition with the applicant with the same credentials from Pakistan. The short order cook who needs the job at the local diner and is on record with the IRS is in competition with the immigrant who is flying under the radar and hails from Haiti. The RN who applies for the job at the hospital has the training and background, but is still having a hard time finding work due to the competition from the applicant from India. Today, 2/13/2011, we see a story in our local newspaper, the Press and Sun Bulletin, about another group of immigrants. The headline reads, "Asian farmers crop up in the Southeast." Apparently, the people are bringing the creativity and vision that motivated them to leave their homes for a new life. And while Americans jostle for their place in the line of employment opportunities within the corporate structure, these entrepreneurs have stepped out of the cloud of applicants and gone their own way. Isn't this what the United States is about? Have we been so trained by the corporate structure to depend on them for our living that we have forgotten about free enterprise and individual responsibility? It is possible. Americans may have bought into the corporate hype of ever-expanding wealth to the extent that we have enslaved ourselves to the idea. Instead, is it possible that humble simplicity will offer the greatest number of people the greatest opportunities? This is an idea that needs to be embraced. If we see immigrants as a drag on our economy and an expense to our welfare system, perhaps we need to rethink the reason why we are paying for a welfare system. Why aren't Americans embracing the same opportunities as apparent to these Asian farmers in the Southeast? The gift of the immigrant has always been new ideas and perspectives. This Press and Sun Bulletin Sunday morning article is a case in point. Unemployed Americans are worried about securing their place in the corporate structure that promises wealth for Americans. Instead, step out of the mainstream and become the independent human beings as envisioned in our U.S. Constitution. That's all I have for right now. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.